Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer here taking a look at my homegrown Cascade hops. Looks like they're about to get toasty. I need to pick them here pretty soon. A couple of weeks ago, Steve Wilkes and Andy Sparks and I went to the National Homebrewers Conference in Philadelphia. Man, what a time. A record-breaking conference. 3,400 homebrewers from around the country and around the world coming together to share beers, learn about homebrewing, and generally have a great time. One of the events that people like to go to is Pro Night, where professional brewers come together to show off for the homebrewers. This year there were some recognizable faces, including Sam Calagione from Dogfish Head. What a great time that was. But even better than that was Club Night. And of course, if you watch this podcast year after year, you know that Club Night is when homebrew clubs get to show off for each other and try to outdo each other with the number of beers that they have and the kinds of beers that they have and the costumes, and oh man. So let's go back in time a couple of weeks to the National Homebrewers Conference in Philadelphia and Club Night.
So Andy Sparks, it's our, I don't know how many times we've been to this conference, but this is the biggest one yet. What do you think of Club Night?
It's awesome, man. There's so many people here, and there's so many cool their bars are so cool. Some of these guys really go out of their way to put up some neat stuff. You gotta love Club Night.
Yeah, it's just tremendous. So many clubs, so many great beers, so little time. All right, here we go. I'm going in. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, great.
What's the name of your club?
SAS, Society Akron Area Zymergis, Akron, Ohio.
Now what's the deal? Are you Merlin tonight?
I'm sorry?
Are you Merlin tonight?
No, we have the Wizard of SAS homebrew competition, so we're dressing up like wizards or SAS heads.
I love it. Well, pour me some magical beer.
All right, we can do that. I can pour you my Zesty Lime. This is the one I brewed.
Tell me a little bit about it.
It's a filtered wheat beer with lime zest in it.
Well, that's really good. The lime stands out. That's excellent. Thanks a lot. Thanks for sharing this with us.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm here with Jeff Beer and his wife, Heather, from Craft Beer Radio. Jeff, how do you like the conference so far?
Conference is pretty good. I haven't been to any of the brewing seminars. That's my and wife time, but I've been to a lot of the social events, and this is my second club night. I went to Cincinnati 5 years ago, and it's amazing. I was talking with Randy Mosher, and they said there's over like 2,000 kegs here. That's like one keg for every 1.5 people. That's how much beer there is.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Really well. Tell me about your homebrew club a little bit.
All right, so we're a pretty small homebrew club. We're 26 total members down in Arlington, Virginia. We just formed about a year ago. We're very glad to be up here today. We've had a great time so far, learning a lot from the seminars. You can see behind us we brought 10 total kegs. So we may be small, but we got a lot of guys who know what they're doing. So we're having a great time while we're up here, really enjoying the conference.
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
Really good. What's your name?
Sam, Alexander.
Sam, it's nice to meet you.
You too. How you doing?
Good. I just got a little history of your club. I'm getting a pour, and I'm going to see what we got going here.
This one here is our Shield Maiden Ancient Ale. We're pretty proud of it. It's a great ale. I think it'll be smooth for you. You're going to like the carbonation. It's not too heavy. I think you're going to enjoy the smooth aftertaste to it, and we're just glad for you to get a chance to try it.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's good. Really good. So I'm here with the guys from the DC Homebrewers Club, and he's pouring me a jigger of real cask ale, an English mild. I'm really looking forward to it. Tell me about your beer.
This is an English mild, a cask ale. Someone asked me earlier what was in the cask, and I said real ale, and that's all you need. It's a 3.2% English mild, brewed in honor of Dr. Stephen Jones, the head brewer at Oliver Ales at the Pratt Street Ale House in Baltimore. Best English-style brewer in the Mid-Atlantic, if not the United States. But he's also really great at naming his beers, and he's named them after English football teams He's got a Planet of the Apes series, and he's got a series named after heavy metal bands that he likes. So when I brewed a beer in honor of Dr. Jones, I called it Football Apes and Metal. You know, just real, like, nice and biscuity, real light. It's kind of our water station beer, you know. We just want something, I wanted something I could just drink a lot between other beers, you know, to rehydrate.
Hey, I understand there's a really good coconut porter here.
Yes, there is. You want to try?
I'd love to try it. Tell me about your club, FBI.
FBI, Fredericksburg Brewing Insiders. We're in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
How big's your club?
We got about 30, 40 members. We meet once a month. We share a beer. We have a good time.
This is really good. It tastes like a Mounds bar.
Thank you. Yeah, we put toasted coconut in there.
Yeah, that's his hip. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry. I just spilled some stuff. This does, you know, sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. This is a toasted coconut porter. It's really excellent. These guys have done a great job. Good club, 25, 30 members, he said. Love to go drink with these guys. Okay, I'm here with Brad Smith, the owner and inventor of BeerSmith.2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me about it.
Well, we got version 2 out. We got the biggest thing is we launched a new mobile version this year.
That's very hip.
So I launched that in the spring, and you can get that for the iPhone, iPad, Android, all that. So it's been a lot of fun.
What do you think of the
well received.
That's great. What do you think of the conference so far?
I love the conference. Every year, it gets better and better and better. Bigger this year too. We got like 3,400 people this year. Fantastic.
These are all beers that are just single hops, right?
These are all single hops.
Same base malt. Tell me about the beer.
The base malt is 2-row. It's about 100 IBUs. The only difference is the hops.
Wow. So what are you featuring? What are the hops that you're featuring?
We have Calypso, we have Meridian, we have Mosaic, we have Experimental Lemon Drop, we have Nelson Sauvin, we have Falconer's Flight, we have Millennium, we have a chocolate coconut, which is excellent, and we have Boteca.
Wow. You know, let's see. I've never had Calypso. Let me try some of the Calypso.
Absolutely.
It's not an overpowering kind of grapefruit. It's very fruit forward. A little Cascade-like, but not so piney. Makes a nice beer. Makes a nice single hop beer. Okay, Joe. So tell me about your club a little bit.
Okay, we're the Wales Brew Club in Woodbridge, New Jersey. I think we produce some of the finest beers, ciders, meads, and we're also doing a little bit of wine now. What we have here is a iced apple cider with blackcurrant. What we do is we'll buy apples in Massachusetts. We'll bring them back. We'll freeze the apples. Then as it thaws out, all the water comes out. Then we get the sugar content up to about 34% from 12. So we're throwing away half of the volume of the apple juice. That's fermented, and we have an iced apple cider that's about 16% alcohol and about 12% sugar.
This is absolutely delicious. I just had a sip of this. I'll do another. It's just phenomenal. I just can't thank you enough for sharing this with us.
Stop by our booth.
You brew Greasy Pig?
Yeah, I brew the Greasy Pig.
I gotta know about this beer. I gotta taste it.
All right, let's go. It's got 4 cups of bacon grease in the boil. Then we lager that, separate the bacon grease out of the beer. Then we ferment it. And then after that, we got 3 pounds of bacon sitting in the beer right now.
Holy Toledo. All right, I'm going in. Everything's better with bacon. Everything is better with bacon. That is very good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What was your inspiration other than bacon?
I just love bacon. Who doesn't, right?
That's right. That's right. Hey, I hear there's a maple beer here too.
You know what's even better? Put that on top of the bacon.
Do it. Do it.
You got breakfast in a glass.
What's he doing?
He's putting a maple beer on top of a bacon beer. Now, if I could only get a sourdough saison to sandwich it, I'd be in great shape.
We got the maple bourbon porter on top of the bacon beer.
Okay, this is going to be killer. I know it. Boy, I tell you what, that just makes Steve a happy boy. You know, this is just darn good. Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Steve Wilkes. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Jennifer.
Jennifer, what's your club?
NJ Hops.
Tell me a little bit about your club.
Our club, we are small but mighty. We're out of New Jersey, Jersey Strong. We're about 30 members. We have 3 different divisions, all active.
That's awesome. Now, you got a Flanders Red here?
We do.
I love Flanders Reds.
Oh, man. Well, I'll have to give you some.
All right.
All right. Number 5. Over here in the making.
Who's a brewer?
The whole entire club.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Okay, here we go. Flanders Red, number 5. Very good. Really, really good. Yeah. It's got just the right amount of sour in it. It doesn't knock you down, but it's not wussy. A lot of sometimes they're too sweet. This is really, really good. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, here we go. I'm going in with the Barley Legal guys. Woo! Now, Barley Legal.
Barley Legal, baby.
Tell me about your club.
Well, yeah, we're out of South Jersey, Philadelphia area. We got about 300 people deep. We brought 122 kegs. We got 17 on tap. We got a firkin. We're rotating every about 30 minutes, rotating more kegs. So,
dang, pour me something you're proud of.
Right now, I got the. This has been sitting for about a year. It's a Belgian quad on Brett with oak spirals.
Belgian quad.
Nice and clean.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, that's really good.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Not too much, just enough.
Is that what you're drinking?
That's what I'm drinking.
You're a good man. And now here's my buddy Zod O'Connor. Now Zod, tell me what happened to your arm, my friend.
So apparently the story I have to tell is that I was standing on a pyramid of sharks trying to string my hops when the sharks moved from underneath me and I fell and broke my wrist. That's the story. I'm sticking to it.
Sticking to that?
Yes, I'm sticking to that.
It's on the police report, right?
Stupid shark's fault.
Okay, so I'm here with Mike Iyer from the Croydon Commandos in Northwest Connecticut. I'm drinking a killer Berliner Weiss that he made, and I'm hoping you'll share a little bit about the process and the recipe with us.
Absolutely. Thanks, Steve. Glad you enjoyed it. It's a little bit of Pilsner malt. I did a 10-gallon batch. Put it into my cooler, mashed it in about 148 or so. I saved a couple of cups of the raw grain after the main mash was over. Threw it on top of the cooler, covered it with plastic wrap, filled the cooler with CO2, and I closed the lid on it. I put it on top of my coal stove at about for 2 days, and it stayed there at about 115 degrees, held solid. At the end of the 2 days, I took it back out, put it back into my mash tun, recirculated only up to get back up to about 165-ish, just enough to denature the enzymes and kill any of the bad guys that were floating around in there. Ran it off into a kettle, and no boil at all. Went into the kettle, had my immersion chiller in there, brought it down to pitching temps, and did a clean strain of ale yeast, and that was it.
So, hey, Desiree, this is Desiree, not from High Gravity Brewing in Tulsa, Oklahoma, my sister city, and my mother-in-law lives about a block away from her store, so I had no excuse not to shop there. So tell me what I've got here, Desiree.
Okay, you have a Gruit, which is a historical brewed style, probably no hops, a little bit sour, and this is a quad with a Brett, so this one's mine.
Now, you have to tell me something else. There's something special about this glass.
Okay, this is our glass. We are the glass sponsor, so one side says brewing up a revolution, and the other side says join the electric brewing revolution, because we do a lot of electric breweries, and so that's kind of our thing. So This is our 5th year to do the glass. 5th year.
Wow. Well, on behalf of all the homebrewers who come here, thanks for providing the glasses.
Oh, you're welcome. What?
An empty one? There's nucleation sites in the bottom of the glass.
I discovered that. I had no idea. I'm like, oh, check it out. They etched the bottom of the glass. I had no idea. So, yeah, they're even cooler glasses than I thought they were.
Okay, so I'm here with Chuck McKenna from First State Brewers, and this is a really interesting beer.
Thank you.
The thing that's really killing me about this is the yeast story. So tell me about this beer.
The yeast came from a batch of blueberry wit that I did back in the summer of 2009. I put the blueberries in the secondary, and when I went to bottle it, the beer smelled awful, but it smelled awful in a great way. And
my wife says that about me.
So I decided to pitch a very simple malt bill, very simple hops, and let the yeast do what it would do. The funny thing is, at the end of the primary fermentation, it smelled like vomit.
My wife says that about me.
So I went ahead and put it in secondary. Just wanted to see what it would do because, I got time. And at the end of the secondary fermentation, it was amazing. And I have been repitching every 3 months the same yeast on another batch of beer. I mean, it's mostly 2-row, a little bit of crystal, a little bit of Maris Otter, and that's it. A little bit of bittering hops, nothing else. And the yeast brings so much flavor to the party. And so right now this is batch 11. Batch 12 and 13 are in the primary and secondary. And the only people who don't like it are people who don't like funky beers.
It's not that funky though. I've been in club night. But you know what though? But just the idea that you propagated yeast off of the blueberries and you've been pitching it repeatedly.
The big thing was recognizing what I had. I didn't know for sure, so I made a beer that I was willing to throw away, and it worked.
Well, it worked really well. This is delightful. Thank you for sharing it with us. So I'm here with the editorial brain trust to Brew Your Own magazine. A really great magazine, by the way. Betsy, you're the new editor?
I am the new editor, yes. Mm-hmm.
Tell me what's going on at the magazine.
Well, I'm actually working right now trying to get a story together about homebrew clubs and, trying to get some video in here, but it's pretty loud.
And so introduce me to your buddies.
Yeah, Brad is the publisher and owner, and then Kiev Rati is the advertising director and associate publisher.
Awesome. Brad, tell me about the conference. What do you think?
Oh, it's great. It keeps growing each year, and it's so great to see so many of our readers and everyone here having such a great time.
Indeed. And how about you? What you drinking right now?
I have an Orange Blossom Sizer right now, so very good.
Near and dear to my heart. I love good Sizers. Well, listen, guys, it's really nice to meet with you. It's good to meet fellow journalists.
Thank you.
It's great to see you, Steve.
Great to see you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks a lot, and have a great conference. So I'm here with Rick and Bill from Brew Clear. From what city?
We're Limerick, Pottstown area. About 45 minutes from Philadelphia.
Okay, and I want to tell you that Rick here just got back from Afghanistan. I want to thank you very much for your service to our country. I applaud what you did. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for doing it for us. Tell me about the beers.
We've had a ton of beers. We brought 61 kegs to NHC this weekend, and I don't even think we've gone through 40 of them yet. So we're trying to push out as much as we can. We have guys that brew sours. We have guys that brew hoppy beers. We have the full range, and everyone's been good, in my opinion.
This one's good. Tell me what I'm drinking.
Which one did he pour him? Oh, Mike Sour. Mike Miller is quite a brewer. He actually handles a lot of the sour for our club. He actually is the guy that kind of put this whole tap system together here for us. He's kind of like the mechanic of the club. So kind of the guy, like, if something goes wrong, we need Mike. Get him over here. So Mike's our guy.
Mike's your guy. What do you guys think about the conference?
Oh, it's been great. We're having a great time here. I can't believe how many people are coming out and you learning a lot of stuff. You know, we're having a great time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. Well, this is a hell of a beer. You guys are doing a great job. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for visiting. Thanks for visiting us, man. Good to see you.
Come and visit us on the web at basicbrewing.com. You can find archive lists of both our audio and video podcasts on homebrewing. You can also find our DVDs, Extract Brewing and Partial Mashing, Stepping into All Grain, Low-Tech Lagering and Decoction Mashing, Introduction to Wine Kits, and our Basic Brewing Brewer's Logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. Write to James at basicbrewing.com, Steve at basicbrewing.com, or just use the contact form on basicbrewing.com.
You got crabs?
I don't have crabs, but I'm with crabs.